everybody, so today's video, probably going to be a short one again, but I had to show you guys, this thing literally just showed up. So I ordered my own shirt off of Teespring. I wanted to make sure that I was happy with the quality, that everything looked the way that I wanted it to, and I'm happy to say that these things look badass. So not only that, but you guys will probably see, I think I left it on there, that this is the premium version. So normally when you get like online shirts, a lot of times it's like a crunchy, crappy material, but these are actually really good quality. Like they don't feel, normally, I don't know, I feel at least you have to like run a cheap shirt through the wash like several times before it softens up, but I haven't even washed this thing and it already feels pretty comfortable and it fits pretty decent. So yeah, definitely check out below right here. If you guys check below this video, you guys should see a list of our merchandise now. So we have the whole Boosted Motorsports version 1 that we're showing here. So I have that. I also have snapbacks. They should be live on the Teespring website too. So check those out, you guys. It supports the channel. You guys can rep the Boosted Motorsports. Like I said, this channel is just as much yours as it is mine, and I want to make an interactive experience with you guys. So you get to support me, support the channel by repping some of the gear, and we'll get this thing cranked up to 11. So that's the plan anyways, is all the builds that we do on here. Yes, ultimately I'm gonna have to decide, you know, what we're gonna do, but it's gonna be from everybody's input. So if everybody wants to see a certain vehicle or a certain mod or a certain color, because we're gonna be wrapping the S2000 here shortly, we're gonna get everybody's opinion, everyone's say, and we're gonna move forward with that. So I'm excited to do different things. I want to keep things moving. So as long as you guys are happy and I'm entertained, then it's a win-win for everybody, and I think this channel is gonna have a great future. So anyways, support the channel, support me, check out those t-shirts. I also wanted to answer a few questions that I noticed on the last video. So on the last video, a lot of people were saying, hey, you should track the Viper, take it to the track. I'd love to see the Viper on the track. Well, I'm here to tell you guys, I've answered some of those questions in the comments below, but I've tracked the Viper several times already.
Oh, you got that going, you're home. You're fucked, buddy. You went the wrong way around your phone. Did I? Fuck that cone. That was the best one for there, though. Too bad you killed the cone.
So we did a full build on the Viper, and I'm gonna make a completely separate video on this, on everything that we've done to the Viper, and I might have to refresh some of that content because it's like fallen way below. And honestly, some of those videos were when I was first starting out on YouTube, so don't criticize too much, because even me watching them, it's a little bit cringy to watch. I did a lot of installs, a lot of modifications to the Viper, and I've documented everything, but I was new to YouTube at the time, so some of them are a little bit harder. It's, I'm not being myself per se, whereas now I'm a lot more comfortable in front of the camera and just talking to nobody in here right now. So yeah, some of those older videos are a little bit harder to watch, but the content is good, the information is good, because there's not much Viper mods or people that are showing Viper mods on YouTube or anywhere on the internet. So I'll link some of that stuff, but I did track the Viper. I've taken it to a track, like a bigger, larger road course.
Finally here. Some people run on the big track. Here's my car. My buddy Art's with the BMW. We'll go over that in a second. But we have to put on these race numbers. So let's go ahead and attach this to the side of the car and make it official.
We raced it there. What we did find out, and I'll just get into it here, but we can talk more about it later, is racing the Viper on a bigger track with sticky tires, like modern sticky tires. We had Toyo R888s, and the Viper couldn't keep up. Like, I shouldn't say that. The Viper needs upgrades to be able to take that kind of abuse on the track. So what was happening is the PCV system will actually, it's a silly design, but we are coming down a hill, hard on the brakes, sticky tires, lots of deceleration, and all the oil will roll and get kind of naturally go into the front of the engine where the valve covers are, and the PCV valves will actually suck up a big gulp of oil, and they'll spit it back into the intake, and you'll see a huge puff of smoke. So when I took it to the track, like I got black flag because they were like, hey, your car's smoking, you know, we just wanted to let you know so you didn't break anything. So sure enough, I pulled off, and you would go around the rest of the track and it would be perfectly fine, not a puff of smoke, but you'd come down the hill, super hard on the brakes. I was driving like a maniac, but super hard on the brakes. And as soon as you came around the corner, after being on the brakes hard downhill, a huge cloud of smoke would come out of the car. Because literally the oil was getting sucked out through the valve covers into the intake and taking a big gulp of oil and letting out a huge cloud of smoke. So stupid design. I drove it all the way back home, not a single cloud of smoke. Like I was honestly about to get the car towed because I didn't know what was going on at the time. But yeah, the car's been, you know, I've been driving it for almost a year, probably almost 2 years now since that time, and no issues. But it's just that that is an issue, you know, if you bring the car to the track. So I do have a catch can that I haven't installed, but a catch can setup that I was going to eventually put on this if we were to go back to the track. So there is some stuff that would need to be attended to if we're going to bring this thing back to the racetrack. But honestly, I don't know if I'm going to track it too much. I would need stickier tires. The tires are on the end of their lifespan. The backs are pretty much done at this point. And like I said, the catch can would have to be attended to. Also, I do have to at some point get to some of the radiator hoses on that Viper because I changed the upper and lower radiator hose to silicone ones, but the rest of them, from it being almost a 20-year-old car and the amount of heat that that car generates, all the rubber hoses underneath the hood are pretty much, and it's not just my car, all the Vipers, the hoses are deteriorated. So some of them need to be upgraded if we're going to push them, because something might burst if we go to the track and push it that hard. So just some things to keep in mind. But anyways, I will link both of those videos. So we took it to the big track. That's what happened at the big track. So you'll see on that video, the day was kind of cut short. And I also took it to an autocross day, which was absolutely hilarious. It was so much fun taking it to the autocross track. Me and my buddy were dying laughing, which you'll see in the video. We got into like a snap oversteer situation, which the Viper is known for. And you guys will laugh in the video when you watch it, but we were coming through, I was just learning the course. My buddy who was driving his Porsche there that day, he was sitting in the passenger seat, Art, and we were going through the cones, and he was kind of telling me where the track was going because I was still learning it. He's like left, right, so on and so forth. But anyways, I came into this one section and made the left, made the right, and it was kind of this slalom section, and the car got into a rhythm and it started doing one of these, and the back end came around. And that's the fun thing about autocross, is you guys definitely should go experience it if you have any sort of fun car. There's kind of no risk to it because they make it so it's just open lot. So if anything, you smoke a cone, but it doesn't do anything. It's just it's a good time. Everyone can have a good laugh. But anyways, coming through the slalom section, the back end kicks out sideways. I pretty much clean and sweep all the cones with the right side of the car. I'm counter steering to correct it. It comes back around and overcorrects, and the back end's coming out this way, and we're smoking all the cones with the back of the car this way. And it snapped probably at least 3, maybe 4 times. My buddy thought the car was gonna come around, like we were gonna spin out, but I managed to counter steer it one way, counter steer it the other way, counter steer it the other way, and it snapped back and forth like 3-4 times. We still kept it on the track, saved it, and still got a good lap time. It was so much fun, honestly, but we were almost crying laughing. He's like, dude, I don't know how you saved that thing, but we did. I'll put that clip here also in this video. So
successfully tripped it through the fucking slalom.
Oh my god.
Check those videos out, they're hilarious. I might move them up, maybe re-upload them so they're more fresh so people can see them, but that stuff already took place, and like I think I was mentioning, I'm gonna do a recap video, definitely on the Viper, go over all the mods that we've done on the car so you guys can know what mods are on the car, what we've already done to it, everything that's done to it, full specs on it, and maybe we'll do the same thing to the S2000 for people that are just joining also, but yeah. Also, one last thing I'll show you guys is the decals. So I just want to remind you guys, we have black, red, white, blue. You guys already know the deal. Get a hold of me if you want them. They're pretty cheap, $2 each shipped, or $1 for each additional sticker in that same order. Also, some new stuff. I have carbon fiber vinyl as well. So these are gonna be $5 each shipped, so prices are gonna start to jump up here as we get into some of the fancier stuff, because this stuff is more expensive. So $5 each shipped if you want that in carbon fiber. It's gonna be pretty cool, honestly. So get a hold of me. I should be able to show you guys these in about a week. Not even a week. By the end of the week, I'll have these cut out so you guys can see what they look like. So get a hold of me if you're interested in either one. As always, guys, make sure you give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Consider subscribing if you're stopping in for the first time. We'll see you on the next video. Take care.